Hi, I'm Hannah and welcome to my home tour. So we purchased the property in 2018 and it was quite in a poor way, so we knew straight away that we needed to renovate, and we also, when going through the renovation plans, we decided that we wanted to do a basement at the same time to create a really brilliant family home. When we started working through the designs, we knew we wanted a combination of the industrial chic look, which my husband was really keen on, but also I really liked more Parisian in style. So it's kind of become an amalgamation of the two styles, and I think we're really happy with the outcome. One of the first things that we decided on when we were going through the designs was the critter doors. We knew we wanted critter doors, and when we were working through the proportions and the glazing styles, we wanted to focus them more on the slightly narrower, taller panel sizes, and I think for us that really helped us keep that more elegant look within the kitchen that we wanted. Another really lovely feature of the kitchen when we were working through the design was the roof light. We wanted lots of lovely light coming through. We've got these really tall crystal doors already, but we wanted lots of light through the roof light. And it's a really unique roof light because it actually wraps around the whole of the kitchen. So when you're standing here and you look up, you can then see the entire back of the property at the upper section. And it's really lovely. We've got these exposed beams, and they're really big exposed beams. So not only have we got those, but we've got this structural column which is holding the whole thing up, and it's really great to see it all so exposed. So we wanted a really large marble island. That was definitely a given when we first started the designs. And this is statutory marble. It was sourced via the kitchen company who did the kitchen, which was Blake's London. And it's perfect, it fits the bill perfectly. The marble continues on the work up the backsplash and onto a floating marble shelf. We didn't want these upper cabinets, wall cabinets up here as well, because we've got a dark, lovely, bold kitchen. We thought it was going to be too heavy being along the top as well, so we wanted to keep it open and nice and airy and light. And we've also got these wall lights on here, which are a great feature because we didn't want to have pendants over the island. These wall lights are from Pukki, and they're really reasonable and they're lovely and they fit the job perfectly. I am definitely a hob on the island person. I want to be able to cook and talk at the same time. I also find it's really easy because the children do eat at the bar stools here for dinner or breakfast, and so when we're then cooking here, it's much easier to be able to serve them. I find it much more functional. The island's pretty unique as well because we wanted to maximise the storage, but we wanted to have like that look of a monolithic island block. These are actually marble doors, which are brilliant, which was all designed by the kitchen company, and they work brilliantly for us. Because this is such a large open kitchen, we didn't want loads of grout lines on the floor. So we actually installed polished concrete, which I'm really, really happy with. And it also reflects lots of lovely light around. It bounces the light around. It's really reflective. Over here, we've got a lovely little seating area, which we use all the time. We've got a really lovely soft rug, which balances out the hardness of the polished concrete floor. And we've got a boucle sofa, which is from Love Your Home. And we've got a lovely armchair here, which is from Soho Home. The feature in this little area is this gas burner, and I always wanted a gas burner in the kitchen to make it really homely and cosy, and give us an area that we can sit on a cold wintry evening. With the gas burner itself, we actually put it on a plinth to raise it, to elevate it, and to make it feel more grounded and as a feature. And then we curved the plinth to match the curves of the gas burner, and we covered it with polished concrete, so it was really continuous. Following the room round, we have this wall panelling on this whole entire stretch wall. I love wall panelling. I think it's such a lovely way to add character to an otherwise long plain wall, and it's really classic. And what we have here is we've got this beautiful painting which we recently had commissioned by Studio 18 Interiors, and she's done a fantastic job. It fits the size of the panel perfectly, and it's actually a composition of Nepal and India, where Paul and I travelled around quite a lot when we were younger. But she's picked out hues within the kitchen, so we've used the ilex, which is the colour of the kitchen cabinets, and some greens that we've got as well. It just balances out all of the other hard industrial features that we've got within the kitchen. One of the key pieces in the kitchen that you can't not notice is the fact that we have a staircase in our kitchen. It does take up quite a bit of space, but we purposely did this so to avoid the traditional placement of a staircase to the basement in the hallway. We wanted to put it here to create this feature, and we also wanted to have internal glazing through so that the light from the kitchen, all this magnificent light that we're getting, can travel through to the front rooms, which are traditionally more dark. We've got this great big statement, which is very beautiful, light from Pinch Design in London. And we've also got these metal railings, which mirror the metal railings that we've got outside in the garden and just add to that industrial feel. So these two rooms work really well together, despite being completely different in style and obviously in colour as well. This is the children's snug. It's very much their room where they watch TV and store their games. And this room here is the front room, the grown-up room. It's my room. It's one of my favourite rooms in the house. But they work really well together. They flow well together mainly because of the flooring. It's the same. It's continuous. It's oak herringbone floor, and it just makes the rooms connect really well. So in our front room, it's very neutral in tone, it's very calm, it's very natural. We have this lovely ottoman which is covered in a fermoy fabric, the figured linen. It's one of my favourite fabrics, I love it. We have a natural fibre rug which is from Crucial Trading. We have a stool here, a Love Your Home stool, which is covered in one of their own house fabrics, Tobias and the Angel. So on first glance this room looks quite traditional, and it is, and that's what we wanted, but we also wanted to add in a few other styles. So we've got this beautiful vintage Italian light, pendant light, which we actually purchased from France, even though it's Italian, and it's very mid-century, but it works wonderfully with the room. So when designing this room, we looked at the window dressing and we knew we wanted shutters because we were having shutters all the way up the house for the front, so we wanted that consistency in shutters half height on the front of the property. So we decided to go for a plain pelmet and have a patterned blind underneath, which you can just see the very small parts of, and it sits like that, and to be honest we don't really pull it down, it just sits like that beautifully, and we're really happy with it. When I do get a moment, I really appreciate sitting here, and I love looking down the length of the house. I can see into the kitchen thanks to the internal glazing, and I can see into the garden, and it's just a real moment of appreciation for the home. When we designed our basement, we wanted to make sure that it didn't feel like a basement. The stairs from the kitchen actually lead down straight into the media room, which is the room here. It's a really large open space, but we decided to paint it dark so there's continuity of some of the tones that you're feeling upstairs on the ground floor, but also to make it quite warm and cocooning and cosy. The ceiling height is amazing, it's 3.2 metres, but we wanted that. We really wanted to make sure that it didn't feel like a basement in here. We wanted to make sure that it felt like another floor to the house. But the other thing that we did to make sure that it didn't feel too open and grand was that we put in lots of different layers of lighting. So we've got a Lambert and Phil pendant, ceiling pendant here, which is the dot pendant, which is really lovely and striking. We've got these beautiful Porta Romana lights, table lamps, which add a lovely pop of colour, and they're really unique and very striking. And then we've got some wall lights over by the crittle door, which again reflect the wall light that we've got next to the crittle doors in the kitchen. We use this room a lot at the weekends when we're watching a movie in the evenings, but obviously particularly at Christmas as well. It's a great room. Everybody comes down here. We're all on the sofa, on the floor, on the carpet, and we're watching TV. The TV itself is actually hidden behind this quite large piece of joinery. We wanted a statement piece of joinery in here. And it's actually hidden behind these sliding doors, so that when they're closed you can see the open shelves either side, and you can see the lovely ornaments and styling. But when it's time to watch the TV, we just open these up and you can see the TV. When you're putting a rug in a room, you should go as large as you can. We wanted the whole sofa on the rug, there's a coffee table and the side table, and we've got the legs of the front legs of the chair on the rug as well. This rug, I think from memory, is about 5 metres long and 2.5 metres wide. So it's a really big rug. It's from Crucial Trading, but it works really well because it's very soft. So we took advantage of the stairs in the basement here with the shape of it to allow us to get extra storage in. So whilst this may look like a plain panelled wall, it's all actually hidden storage. So first off in here, and I'm not going to show you what's inside because it's quite horrendous. This door opens up, There's a light in, and then this is brilliant storage, and you can access it the other side as well. So continuing on from the media room is the study. We started the design process for the study based on my husband's antique desk. It's freestanding, it's beautiful, and we wanted it to take centre stage. So we knew that it was going to go in the centre when you open up the double doors. And so it was obvious for the joinery to be the natural backdrop for the desk. And we've got a mixture of storage with closed cupboards, open shelving, and then a central space for the artwork with a picture light above. Despite this study being in the basement, we get a tremendous amount of light coming through, which is thanks to the roof light above, which is in the garden, so all this natural light coming through on the ceiling, but also these beautiful crystal doors which mirror the crystal doors that we've got upstairs, and they lead out to the courtyard. And then you've got these steps which go up into the garden. So either side of the double doors into the study, we've got these glass cabinets, which I actually saw from another property that our architect did, and so we took that idea and just adjusted it slightly to make it work into this study. All the lovely light that we get from the study comes through and travels through these glass cabinets and comes into the media room. This is our master suite, and we changed this around quite a lot from the room that was here before. First of all, we introduced double doors so that when you enter, it feels quite grand coming off the landing. And the other thing was that we actually put in a pitched roof, so we vaulted the ceiling. Before it was completely flat and it made it feel quite closed, but it feels so much better now that it's completely open and you've got a lovely vaulted ceiling. We wanted this room to feel really calm and relaxing and have lots of lovely natural tones and textures. So we started with the headboard, and it's a lovely, beautiful curved headboard. It's actually just a tinsmith's fabric, but when I saw it, I couldn't get it out of my mind. And it's got a really lovely pattern repeat on it. It's quite a small pattern repeat, but that was the starting point for the design. I also knew we wanted to have the bed on this side as opposed to this way, and so that when you walk in, you're not instantly hitting the bed, and it's a bit more tucked away. We've got these gorgeous bedside tables, which are from Chelsea Textiles. They're one of my favourite bedside tables, and they work really well next to the headboard, curved headboard. And then the end of bed ottoman, it's lovely, it's really soft, it adds lovely soft furnishings to the room, and it's in a beautiful Name fabric. The flooring is a wide plank flooring. We went wide because otherwise in such a large room, sometimes narrow planks can feel quite small and too busy. We wanted wood flooring as well because it's a cleaner feel, but we did want the softness of a rug when you step out of bed in the morning. And this rug here, it's from ochre, but it works perfectly with the tones in the rooms, and it really pulls everything together. In terms of the lighting in here, because it's quite a large room, we wanted lots of layers of lighting. So we put everything on dimmers to start with. We have a lovely large pendant light which is from Pinch Design. It echoes the shapes of the headboard and helps make this room feel really relaxed and calming, which is what we wanted. The table lights are from, the base is from ochre and the shade is from Fermoy. And then we've got a couple of other table lights. We've got this one here which is from Soho Home, and then we've got these two wall lights either side on this wall to lighten up this wall and provide a soft glow in the evenings when you're getting into bed. This sideboard, as soon as I saw it, I knew it was going to be perfect for this room. It's very natural in its tone, but it's got lots of lovely shapes and it's really fun and interesting. It's from Soho Home, but it works perfectly with the tones within this room. And if you follow me around this way, I'll show you the rest. So one thing you'll notice about our master suite is that it actually spans the whole of the second floor. And as you walk from the bedroom, you first come into the dressing room, and then up the steps and you can see the bathroom at the end, and we've got the bath under the window, which is a really lovely feature. In our dressing room here, we transitioned from hardwood flooring to carpet. We just thought it would be nicer when you're getting dressed and changed. And then we have two different types of wardrobes. We've got the open rails and open shelves, which very much my husband wanted. So that's his side over here. And then on this side, it's very much closed wardrobes with a large mirror in the middle. The doors are actually lined with a linen to soften it, which has worked really well. The other thing you'll see is this brass ladder. It's functional because it obviously allows us to get up to the upper cupboards, but it's also really fun and we love it. So we're really lucky to have this space as our master bathroom. We really didn't want it to feel like a bathroom. We wanted it to feel like another room. And there was quite a few features that we've got within here that enabled us to do that. But first of all, when we were going through the building work, we actually realised that if we sacrificed the upper attic level, we were able to create this vaulted ceiling. And it just creates this beautiful effect over the bath where you've got this point in the ceiling coming up. It makes it feel really grand and special. The other thing that we've got within the bathroom is this fireplace. It's the original fireplace, and we actually had it stripped back and then just protected so that you can see the original iron, because it's a cast iron fireplace. And we took the tones and hues of the bathroom overall from this fireplace. I really wanted to install wood flooring, but obviously that's not the most practical. You can do it, but it's not the most practical for a bathroom. So I found these gorgeous wood effect porcelain tiles. They're from Artisan of Devices, and we laid them in a herringbone pattern to add character into this room. I wanted the bath to stand out because it was going to take centre stage under the window, and I didn't want it just to have a continuation of the wood flooring underneath. I wanted to design it so that the bath was able to sit on a different type of flooring to make it stand out a little bit more. And so it's sitting on a marble floor, which is the same marble that we've got within the shower. The rug on the floor works brilliantly with the colour tones within the room, and it was actually a brilliant find because it was from Zara Home, and so it was no bespoke commission or anything like that. It was a bargain rug. The only door that we brought within our master suite, outside of the double entrance doors, is a privacy door for the loo. So this is a pocket door, so we don't have any swings. It's reeded as well, so it adds a bit of character and texture. This is my little dressing area, which is fabulous for hiding away all the little potions and lotions, but also you've got a great big mirror with two lovely wall lights either side, which is great for putting natural light onto your face when you're getting ready for an evening. And tucked behind here is a double shower area. It's a beautiful shower area. We were really lucky with the generous proportions of this room, so you get the extra height within the shower, which is fabulous, and to make a feature of that we put in some marble mosaics that travel all the way up. We also installed two large exposed showers, which are from Drummond's, and they're an antique brush brass finish. They're really striking and make this shower area pretty special. I hope you've enjoyed the tour, and I hope I provided you with a few tips and inspiration for your own home.